You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming podcast, Starfall, run by one of our GMs, Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
And welcome back to another exciting episode brought to you by Saturday Night Gaming. This is Tony Stevens presenting to you Season 3 of Starfall. This is Dúnáeð. They are on the quest for fire. And currently I think they were anything but dealing with fire. They were dealing with water. They were deep in it last time, fighting against a dragon known as the Olfeis. And I don't think that went very well for them because everybody walked away at least alive, but not having defeated the beast. But before we get too deep into that, I'll let my cast and crew introduce themselves, their character, and a little bit about what they remember that they're trying to do. If they need a subtle hint, I am here for that. We'll go ahead and start at my left.
I am Rogoth Marlekin.
I didn't know he had a whole name.
He did have a whole name.
Oh.
And yes, he remembers getting saved by one of his companions. She saved him from the brink of death. Because he wasn't drowning, but he was hurting.
He was hurting pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
I think he and the dragon were about on the same leg. All right. And you, young lady?
I'm Ravina, played by Casey. I have no idea. But I know the last thing I remember was that I lassoed someone out of the
That's
air.
him.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, you saved him while you were flying around. So thank you for that. Y'all were on the quest to get Toto fruit.
And then something started marching towards us.
Yes, y'all are being approached by some strangers. All right, and before we get too far into that, you with the beautiful beard.
My name is John. My character's name is a genie named Mr. Callus? Jin Callus. And he is a genie, of which I already stated. And he's a devout follower of Aiden. And a man named Noel Joelstein, who is not here.
Yes, the prophet Noel Joesteen. Yes, we are missing Noel, and we are missing a few players, as happens in the holidays and around the cold season when people get sick and whatnot. But we are appreciative for who we have tonight, and it works out that it's who we had last time. So, not too distracting from trying to get rid of characters. However, there is young Yip Yap, who is currently running back to the water to try and dive for his spear that he is missing. His one mystical item that he wants more than anything, he threw poorly and lost at the bottom of the lake. We'll find out next time he joins us whether or not he actually achieved his goals. However, as Casey pointed out, when they arrived at the beach side of Blackwater Cape, they were being approached by several creatures. But I'm not going to tell you who that is until you click like, share, and subscribe. Tell your grandma all about us. And make sure you tune in to all of our previous episodes. We've been going now for quite a few years. Heaven Escape is a sprawling story. So go ahead and go back to the beginning. Find out how it all got started. Or just go to Gloom and then work your way up from there. Because that's when you'll find out about great characters such as Stein and Strathmore. And, there's a hit or miss on a few of those here and there. There's that 4-2 fella. He's kind of scarier than anyone else, if you ask me. But Go back and check it all
He's
out.
a really nice guy.
He's a super nice guy once he starts wearing hats.
Fedoras.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get y'all started then. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot to y'all. Copy. I'm going to show you a picture real quick, and then I'll give a description for the folks at home listening to us. This way you can tell what's approaching you. So you see several creatures. Now each one of them is roughly around 5.5 feet tall. But they do crawl and leap in more of an animalistic fashion. They seem to have a hardened shell or carapace that covers their body almost like armor. And they are bluish green with orange gills and glowing reflective eyes as they maneuver towards you, hissing and snapping their jaws at you. But count-wise, you're probably looking at 14 of them.
That's a lot.
You're free to speak amongst yourselves and decide what you would
So
do.
you just run away?
Are they coming? Where did you say? I thought they were coming from like the shore. Like they were already on land.
They're on the shoreline. Yeah,
Oh.
they're not coming up from the water. They're coming from land, basically.
Oh,
so
we
like
should go
where
into
you
the water.
where you were, and if you refer back to the map, let me see if I can get that pulled up again for you, just so we can get it forwarded to the front. As many times as we look at that map, you'd think that it would just constantly reiterate itself to the front of the page. I should probably just do that before we ever start. That's a good idea. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Boom. All right, so if you click on the map, where you were in the water with the dragon is Donovan Cove. As you can see, there's actually a little dragon swimming around in that cove if you zoom in on it. Where you've come across to now is right where Blackwater Cape is. You can see some boats docked along that the west coast side, but most of that land mass seems to be unpopulated, or there's no real buildings or structures. Well, what you're dealing with is a lot of these creatures run this entire area
Are these
of Blackwater
Monogwan?
Cape. No, they do not speak Monogwan. They are Bluefin Fae.
Bluefin Fae. Are they related to Monogwan?
No, sorry, you can't roll for talking Monogwan and saving yourself this time.
They're not related to them,
No. So that's 14 Bluefin Fae coming at you, hissing.
though? They're bluefin. They sound delicious.
Don't they?
Delicacy.
They seem to be aggressive, though.
So I say something like, "We're eating seafood tonight, boys."
Actually, let's do everybody take out a D20 and go ahead and give me a roll. Do you need a dice, Daddy?
I have.
Or do you want to use
I
your
have
digital?
dice. I have digital dice.
Okay.
I have a digital dice, Daddy.
Oh boy, here we go again.
It's
7.
7.
3.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, here we go again.
You get a digital dice, Daddy. 14.
Then yes, Jen Callis is actually taking the initiative. And then we'll follow up with Ravina. So he's already on land over here.
No.
It's time to broil.
He and Chipotle. Chipotle.
Yeah, it's like the restaurant Chipotle.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. I was trying to think of it as in the terms of this region. They've never heard this word.
Boy, it sounds the same. It's just a coincidence.
Ah, it's
Yeah,
coincidental.
it happens.
All right, so you and Chipotle would be landed on the beach over on this side. So you and the dragon, she'd be landing with this fellow lassoed to her. But you are definitely at the initiative lead. So
Actually, you know what? We're not going into the water.
You don't want to turn back to the water unless you do.
No.
There is the dragon there.
You don't want to do that.
Ahead of you is the blue fin.
Oh, ahead of us is the
Yes,
blue.
they're coming at you, so like they're heading
Oh.
towards the water.
Oh, they
where you
want
are.
to go into the water. Well,
Maybe.
let's just get out of their way. You guys have dragons fly? Oh, well, as Yipiap would say.
Sucks
to you!
So you're going to try to fly away and leave them?
No.
Well, my wings are still going for 40 minutes. Has it been 40 minutes? No.
I would think that they're still going.
What about Ronnie's character? Do you have a... What about Yipiap? Where's Yipiap?
He has
He's
gone back into the
currently
water
yeah.
swimming to try and find his spear.
Oh my god.
He lost his spear when he was fighting that dragon. He thinks it's far more valuable than his life. Ish. Sounds about right. Yeah.
What
Or
about
he's
you?
run away
Do you have-
and
do you have
just
dragon?
left him. No, he's currently lassoed to a flying lady.
We weren't here for that. So
Oh,
we
you
don't
guys are
have
lassoed
dragons.
together. So let's fly away. There's no need to engage. Unless there is.
It depends. You're over here because this part of the landmass, Blackwater Cape, is where you were told
Yeah.
that the tree with the Toto fruit was.
Yeah. Maybe we should try and rope one of them. They don't speak English, do they?
I don't know. I mean, I do know, but you don't know.
Let's rope one of them. That's gonna go well.
There's 14 of them if you want to choose to put one in bondage.
They're hissing at us.
They are hissing.
So we should probably get out of here.
Maybe that's how they talk.
You're right. That could just be how they talk. I didn't even think about that.
This could be their common dialect.
Hiss back at them. I make some hissing sounds.
All right, so let's see. Give me a roll on pleasant social interaction or persuasion. Do you have anything like that?
I have melee, and
I do not have charm, persuasion, and deception.
Yeah, you're on the bad end.
Does anyone have hissing ability? I'm just gonna.
I think we're with the blunt instrument crew
I'm
tonight.
gonna hiss.
There's no gaslighting. There's no persuading. There's no
I
preaching.
rolled a 12
to
to hiss at.
to hiss at them.
Yeah.
Oh, John, I love you. You're always so much fun. Let me go ahead and pull up their difficulty.
I've decided there should be elements of. Oh, there already are elements of luck, I guess.
Alright, let's see here. You roll a 12 to hiss at them.
Should I roll again?
No, they seem to have stopped momentarily
Like what time?
in dealing with you. At least the ones in the front are waiting to see what it is that you're doing, whether or not you're aggressive. The hiss that you have made seems to be in line with their terms of aggression or speaking. And you see this. You see several of them kind of stop when he hisses, this burning bone man. 'Cause again, he's just a skeleton that's on fire. So, and he's going.
I would stop too.
They're like, whoa, man, who the hell? This neighborhood's going downhill, I'll tell you that much. And that would be, Casey, you would be number 2 in the lineup. So you see that he's at least gotten some of them to consider their actions.
Consider actions. That's good advice.
But the two of you are definitely humanoid in appearance, I would say, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. It's not going to be important.
Dirty humans.
Let's see.
I'm half conscious right now.
That's good.
My character.
At least he's half conscious.
He's probably still dazed, being drugged. Wait, am I in the sky or am I on the...
No, you're on the ground.
She put you down.
I flew back down.
Oh, okay.
Reasonably, you're heavy.
I didn't know if you were just flying and I was just dragging across the ground.
There's a rock. Watch out for that tree.
No, okay, since I still have my wings, I fly like above them and just act defensively, I guess.
Do you want to save your turn for a defense?
Yeah,
I can give you a defense asset if you're trying to hold your turn.
yeah.
Okay. Ronnie, Rogoth would be on the ground. She's unlassoed you, set you down. You can tell that your compatriot has at least hissed and caused them to stall for a moment, and she seems to just be flying, trying to catch some view of what it is their intentions are.
I'm really tired.
What? Do they speak that language? Are they snake people?
Maybe.
Man, you don't want to mess with those snake people.
They live on a mountain. Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain?
No.
Yeah.
Just
Snake King. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
King Hiss. Wait, no, that's trademark.
No, I think his name is Serpentor. I think that's it.
those are not his pronouns anymore.
It's like
King
knight.
Hunt.
It's Serpentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serpentalone.
Actually, that's a good name. I wonder if I can get away with stuff like that and copyright. Yes, his name is Pentor. Serpentor. He's a knight of the snake army. They got
Bless
snake
you.
armor.
What do you think, Rogoth?
I am going to wait.
Wait, are you goth?
Yes.
Like, you got like black hair and makeup and stuff? That would have been cool though. Rogoth.
All right, so you want to hold with a defensive bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we shall move forward. Then 14. So what I will do. Increase the level. Okay. Since you're the one that hissed at them,
Yes, hiss.
they're like, well, and you can tell like a few of them have, like out of all of them, some of them have like more bright markings on their carapace.
Those are the female.
They
Or they
seem
might
to
be
have like bright
male.
yellows and reds
Yeah, I think the male are the more
on some
like,
of them.
like-
Yeah, the
like-
males are usually
yeah,
more
like
colorful.
peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of them seem to be in charge, I guess, of the other ones, or the other ones kind of defer to them. They have those brighter colors. And they see this winged woman in the sky. You can tell they're kind of uneasy about that. They see this burning bone man. They're like, and then they see Rogoth. And they're like, really pissed.
They're pissed.
Something about him has them very angry. And Rogoth can roll defense with the defense asset since he held
Should
his
cover
turn.
Rogoth with a blanket. Does anyone have a blanket?
You're looking at a 15 on your
To cover him with a blanket.
So, 15, and the asset would drop it down to a 12.
Correct.
And I have speed defense, specialize in it, so I drop it down to a 9.
Correct.
Wait,
No.
6.
6.
I think it's because he's.
All you have to do is roll a 6.
If I set him on fire, it might make him seem like he's not
Nice.
human.
All right. So
Okay.
basically, as you're standing there, You're walking up, you can tell they're hissing at him, he's hissing at them, and one of them looks at you and just hawks a loogie.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And like spits straight at you, and you jump back like, whoa! And you see it hit the ground and kind of sizzle.
Oh, that's cool. They got acidy spit.
Well, that was bloody rude.
Oh, wait. I thought the hissing was their language. They were just hissing. They weren't speaking.
Look at me! I didn't even know!
Maybe I should like
What?
try and like...
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, they definitely sent an attack towards Rogoth. And he managed to at least dodge out of the way of that. And they seem to be making like a defensive perimeter for themselves, like kind of gathering around each other in such a way to give them a advantage against attackers.
Oh, yeah. They're scared. They're scared fish people.
Alright, so that brings us back to the top, which is, unfortunately,
Me!
Jin Callus.
So, I was reminded, like...
night we've had in a long time.
One day I was talking with some friends. One of them was from Japan, and he would teach us like different like Japanese words that like we'd ask like opai and stuff like that, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
And so like
I don't
my
know opai.
friend had this idea because his name is Kohei. He spoke English, but he wasn't like super fluent. So my friend would like ask him like, so what does this mean? And he would say something that sounded English but was made up. And then, like, my friend would try and figure out what it was. So I want to try and just confuse them a little bit and try and speak to them by mimicking their vocal patterns.
All right. Well, go ahead and give me a roll since they're now aggressive.
Oh, they're aggressive? I want to calm them down. I'll do this too.
Yeah, since they're agitated at this point, since Rogoth landed, they're going to be set at a 15 for you.
What is that? I think it's a 19. Or 16.
No, that is a 19. Wow.
Oh, I spit a little bit too, but they respect that.
Yeah. All right. So 19. Actually, we're looking at a minor effect. Since you're doing a non-attack type roll, that's going to give you a minor effect. So the lead among them seems to step forward to talk to you. And he is at least calm to the point to where he has told his people to hold their attacks and to talk to you.
Bless you.
And he continues to...
Okay. I'm gonna like...
What is it you're trying to communicate to him?
Okay, well, I'm going to start, like, I'm going to pick up a stick. And, like, because we're in the shore, so it's like sand and stuff.
Yes.
So you're gonna draw a picture
I'm going to draw a picture
of fruit.
of a little flaming man.
That's you.
And I'm going to draw a picture of a little fish man.
And that's him.
Yes. And then I'm going to draw a little heart around us.
The fishman, the bluefin fae kind of looks at you and then looks at them, looks back at you and says, just shrugs, throws his hands up a little, doesn't seem to know what it is that you're looking to do, and gets a little confused by your flirtatious aggression.
What was it? What do I do in this situation?
Usually, you try to...
I'll draw a picture of a wall,
Uh-huh.
and then a picture of it falling.
Can I have dark vision. Can I try and see if I see where this tree is while I'm up here?
You may draw.
Yeah, you don't have to use the
I can
dark
draw
vision.
the tree.
I mean, you can use your regular like perception. It doesn't really
Can I draw the tree?
Okay.
Is it too late?
like it's not dark out, so you're not going to have any problems with seeing in the remote area. What else does dark vision give you a bonus on?
Perception.
It's just a perception bonus. Okay, yeah, you can use that.
Okay, so I know I'm trained in it, so.
Trained in the dark vision.
No, I'm trained in perception.
Okay, so that'll take 1 tier difficulty off of it. Well, where you're at, so I mean distance at and in for difficulty, I say if you take 1 training notch off of that, we can drop it down to 15 difficulty just to try and find the tree. Because yes, you're in the sky, but this is a large landmass.
And intellect would burn off perception. Okay, so I would need, and I have 2 in intellect, so.
Give me 1, and that would take you down 1 more notch from 15 to 12.
I'll give you 2.
Well, you're already. So you have 2 edge. So
Yeah.
if you give me 1, that makes 3 total. So that takes it down 1. You want to take it down 2 times?
Yeah.
So give me 1 more blue, and that counts for. So basically, since you have 2 edge, this one right here counts as giving me 3. So the first time you buy a discount
Oh, okay.
is 3. The second time you buy in is 2.
Okay.
So giving me 3 total now, plus your 2 edge, that's 5 total that you've actually paid me. And that takes you down 2 notches of difficulty. So you went from 15 to 12. So you went from 18 to 15 just because you trained. Then you went from 15 to 12 down to 9.
Okay. Yes.
15, all right. So if you actually look at the map, I'd say that you can tell right near the actual west coast, so where those docks are that I pointed out earlier, that seem to be in between the distance between this Blackfin Isle and Blackwater Cape. Right on the edge there, almost in a marsh area where the water's like coming around it, feeding the tree itself, you see a large tree. By large, I mean like black oak, gnarled roots, brightly colored fruit hanging from.
Could I fly over there? Like, is it a good distance away?
It's a good distance away.
Could I fly over there and then try and run to the tree?
If you give me a movement roll, I'm going to put your difficulty at 18. If you give me a movement roll and you can succeed at it, then with the remaining span of time you have left on your wings, you can get to the tree area, the area where the tree is.
Would I give you speed or might?
It would be speed.
I have one in.
Well, if this is endurance, it goes off might, if I remember correctly, actually, because you're trying to push yourself harder to do it. So,
How much would that be? If I gave.
If you are in might, so you don't have any edge in that. So the first one you buy in is 3,
Okay.
and then you have 3 efforts. So you could give me, you can buy 3 times to lower the difficulty. So the first time is 3, second time is 2, third time is 2.
Okay. I'll give you 3 to make it go down.
All right.
So it's at 15, so now it's 12.
It starts out at 18.
Okay, and you said 15.
So this would take it down to 15 if you buy it once.
Okay.
This is for the movement
Yeah.
to get there.
20.
Wow!
That's a good roll.
Wow!
Nat 20.
Yes, sirree. So this is where we're at now. You actually not only get there on the remaining span of time that you have left with your wings, but you're able to get there to the tree. Like you are, like as your wings are fading away, like they're wilting, what is it, molting? They're molting away. You actually land into the tree on one of the larger branches.
Okay.
So you got to the tree successfully, and then we'll go from there once we get back to that. Rogoth, you can see that he is having a strange conversation with one of the Bluefin Fae. They did spit at you.
They did, but Rogoth is not a stupid man. He knows he is vastly outnumbered.
True.
And you saw that the spit
Where's Duncan when you need him?
burned. Oh, yes.
If I set him on fire, it'd probably be fine with him.
Probably not.
If you set him on fire?
Yeah, because this is just another flaming thing.
Yeah, if you set him on fire, they probably would be okay with that. Yeah, that's true. All right, so you notice that he's having some sort of a headway in conversing with them. So would you try to help him with that, or?
Yeah, I'll just add an asset to it.
Add an asset. Okay, so he's going to give you a benefit here to help them. So the Bluefin Fae is actually going to take another stick.
Oh, yes.
And he is now going to draw in the sand a little stick figure with fire.
That's Tamok.
That's you.
Oh, I'm Tamok.
You're the stick figure with fire.
Okay.
And then he draws a stick figure with a fin.
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
And then he draws a stick figure and points at him.
Yeah.
And then draws an erasure. He basically like cuts his head off. And then points at him and he goes,
Okay.
Did they even notice that it flew away?
you did it really well. You're just like, peace! Instant transmission all the way to the tree.
Do we have any kind of like hand gestures, that we could do that he would understand? Or like...
I mean, I think we probably would have.
would that
Traveling
be-
with Noel Jolstein probably would have come up with something.
Noel Jolstein.
You pray to Aiden real quick?
Well, it seems like they're talking
Well,
to
like
you.
my
in-
dragon's like right over it.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be talking to you in their tongue and not understanding anything other than your stick figures. He's just continuously circling the little man-shaped stick figure and then spitting on it.
Yeah,
And it's sizzling.
I'm just sitting there like, what the hell did I do?
Indeed.
Looks like he wants to kill you. I don't say that to him. I just say it to myself. How close is he to me?
Close.
I was like this close?
Within talking range.
So that means the guy you hate is like really right there.
He's right there. Y'all are having a little
Oh.
debate here on this. Because you did really well at least confusing him with your clicks and talks.
Yeah.
You may have incidentally even said the right word in his language.
Okay. Let me draw a face. Okay. And then it's a sad face. A little tear.
He points to that face and points at him.
No, I point to me.
He draws a face, angry eyebrows, points at him and spits on it.
Oh. I erase the angry eyebrows and then draw a happy face on it. And then do this.
And then he smiles and says, and it sizzles again.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to kill you.
Kill your best friend?
Looks like I'm finally gonna have to kill you, Rogoth.
Okay, let's see. Do you have a bag or anything?
A bag of holding, or just a
No.
bag?
Yeah, just put it over your head. The fish people are stupid.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think. Let me see if I have a bag. Oh, what if I stabbed you with a sickle and then you pretended to die?
Then they would spit on me and I would die.
No, I won't let them spit on you. I'll be like, you're my kill. Okay.
I don't think that would work.
What if... Strength enhancer. What if I use my strength enhancer? I have a siphon, and then I run over to Rogoth, pick him up, and run.
So you just want to go pick up
Is
Rogoth.
that too many actions?
But you just want to pick up Rogoth and run.
Yeah, run away from the fish people. I'm saving it.
Where would you run to?
Away from the fish people?
Towards the lake with the dragon?
Oh, the fish people have us surrounded.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Well, if we're gonna go down, I'm gonna go down fighting.
Okay. I have. He's got his little drawing, that and the fireman. So now I'm going to draw a circle, or not a circle, a heart around me and Rogoth.
Alright, tell you what, give me a roll. Your difficulty is D15. You can use any persuasion that you have against it.
Is he helping me?
You just did really well. That's okay.
Okay. Here we go. Digital dice, Daddy. Come on, digital dice, Daddy.
Oh,
8.
he is hissing now at you. They have all decided
I can roll
you are
again.
lying to them. If you have XP, you can spend it to roll again. Look for your yellow chips. If you want to spend one to roll again, you can.
Okay, I'll do it.
They're underneath your folder.
My,
Underneath. All the way down at the end.
there you go.
I'll take that from you. Roll again.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So,
It's on the cusp.
God, it is a 1. He nat failed. As soon as you draw a heart around you and this human person over here, he basically looks at you, his eyes get like this big, and he spits right in your face. You see this happen.
But
It's
doesn't
just
even
like,
hurt him?
at this point he rolled a nat failure. So,
I mean, he's like fire though.
you know, I love John. I would never kill him intentionally. Unintentionally, maybe, but not intentionally. You know that, right, John?
I don't want to be killed intentionally or unintentionally.
I know. You're pretty healthy at this point, so it might not just kill you right off the bat.
I have full health.
Yeah, I think. Close to it. You didn't really get hurt with the dragon. You were flying around, hanging upside down from a dragon. Another dragon. A drake. Alright, so... with this, you get 3 points poison damage.
I'm poisoned.
So you are poisoned. It's 3 points of inflicted damage that goes past armor.
Okay, where's my health?
That you start with the green chips. So just hand me 3 of the green chips.
There you go.
All right. So as soon as this occurs, Rogoth, what you see is he's standing there and he draws like a heart around the stick figures on the beach. This thing spits square in his face, and you just see him like fall over backwards and hit the ground, like sizzles coming off of his skull. And he's just like, "What? I said."
I'm keeping this cipher.
Okay.
Poison explosive, level 7, 10 damage, long range.
But you're short range.
So it's a level 7,
Mm-hmm.
and it's poison explosive. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? What page is that?
I don't know.
You didn't write it
That's on
down?
the cipher pages. I know that.
That's the one I didn't write down.
That's the one.
Don't tisk me.
You heard the lady. She said test. You have been tissed.
Well. Excuse me.
Alright, explosive poison.
I think I only have to be at long range to be able to activate it. So I might need that XP
There
back.
we go. Alright, so you had poison explosive. Once the substance enters the bloodstream, it travels to the brain and reorganizes into an explosive that detonates when activated, inflicting 10 points of damage, ignoring armor. Roll a D100 to determine what activates the poison. So, you didn't already roll the D100, so go ahead and roll a D percentile. So take the D percentile and the D10, roll those together, and let me know what you got. I'm assuming you're using this against that one, right? That just spit at him.
There's
80.
80.
Alright, so the victim comes within long range of the detonator.
Oh, that's what long range means. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
And I rolled it.
so basically you just use this to infect this one that just spit at him, right? Alright, and I'm assuming you have the detonator.
Mm-hmm.
And he's within long range of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's at close range. So basically, as soon as you infect him, something blows in his
Does he
head.
take anybody else down? Or is it just that person?
It'd be him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is
But
that
like as soon as it occurs, like you inject him, and then you just, and he's like eyes instantly like roll up, and you see like black ooze start coming out of his mouth.
So you
as he,
destroy the
comes
leader.
down to the beach. Now there are 13, and 13 of them basically are just like and like freaking out because dude was their honored venerable leader. Maybe, who knows? Don't understand them. Casey,
Yes.
you're sitting in a tree,
Yep.
chilling out, minding your own business.
Yeah.
All right. So you see this. There's some strange fruit within the tree, actually, and that to you would actually probably be like, oh, hey, maybe this is what we're supposed to be grabbing.
Did he ever tell me how many to grab?
In their opinion, probably the more, the much merrier, because you're talking about like a very.
Well, I have a backpack that's slightly empty, so.
So this is what the fruit would look like. It's actually like a heart-shaped fruit with kind of like some strange node, like almost like a strawberry mixed with an apple colored like a grape. But the Toto fruit almost has like a blood-like hue to it.
Okay.
Each branch you could probably pluck like 2 or 3 off of.
Okay. So I guess I get as many as I can fit in my backpack.
Mhm.
So what would that be like?
Well, you're on this one branch, so we could actually just say you plucked 3 off of this branch.
Okay.
And then if you want to maneuver to another branch, then we
Yeah,
can
that's
deal
what
with
I
the
do.
athletics of doing that.
Okay.
So,
Athletics would just be speed or might?
speed.
Okay.
Let's just say speed for athletics.
Okay, so what would I need to roll?
We'll start it as a difficulty level. Do you have any kind of training in movement? Like I know some people have automatic movement training. Like you don't have anything like special skill towards athleticism or anything. Like I used to work in a circus or.
I have nature, medicine, animal handling, arcane, perception, dagger, supernatural, and bow and arrow. That'd be my next thing is to get something like that.
Okay. Well, you could definitely roll the athleticism for yourself if you want to. I would definitely say this fruit doesn't seem that heavy to you.
Okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So-
You could almost carry it in your fingers.
Okay. So it would just need to beat what, or just.
I'm saying if you wanted to use your fingers to like scout through.
Oh.
Like they're probably strong enough to heft these things, and you could use your animal handling to do it.
That's true. Okay, then I'll do that. And I'm trained in animal handling and controlling swarm. Cost 2 int to control them.
All
I
right.
have 2 and edge.
And you already have that, so you're already controlling them.
Yeah.
And you said you're trained in animal handling, so that'll take it down a notch. So let's say for them to like swarm through and try to collect them for you, roll against 12, and we'll see what we can do.
14.
Yes. So they're going to be successfully able to. Give me another roll with the D20 real quick.
3.
So basically, you send your fingers out, and they're able to bring back 3 more Toto fruit to you.
Okay.
Now, you do. Well, you're in a big tree. We'll see what happens. All right, John. The old Jen callus. You're laying on the ground. Your eyes are burning from this poison. You're going to take 1 point of damage each turn for 10 turns. So I'm going to have. Let me actually get an easy detail just to keep track. I'll keep track of that, and you just keep track of you. So what would you like to do, sir?
Their leader is dead.
Oh, is that the one I was talking to?
Yeah,
the guy you were
made
talking
him
to
explode.
he's exploded on the ground.
Yeah.
Who killed him?
His brain exploded.
Why did he die?
Because I killed him.
Rogoth killed him.
Well, that's why. So
Well, as soon as he spit in your face, Rogoth killed him.
Okay.
So give me one of these.
He attacked my friend.
Yeah, take it.
I retaliated. In kind.
There you go.
Okay. And the other fish people are attacking.
Oh yeah, they're extremely angry now. They seem unreasonable. The one voice of reason is gone.
Okay.
What to do? You can pull out your shanks if you want. You have ciphers. You have the ability to run away. You have a dragon. You have Drake that you fly upon.
His fiery hand of doom.
Fiery Hand of Doom. What's the page number for that?
139.
Fiery Hand of Doom. While your Shroud of Flame is active, you can reach into your halo and produce a hand made of animated flame that is twice the size of a human's hand. The hand acts as you direct, floating in the air. Directing the hand is an action. Without a command, the hand does nothing. It can move a long distance and around, but it never moves farther away from you than long range. The hand can grab, move, and carry things, but anything it touches takes 1 point of damage per round from the heat. The hand can also attack. It's a level 3 creature itself and deals 1 extra point of damage from fire when it attacks. Once created, the hand lasts for 10 minutes. It is an action to create and an action to direct. So basically at this point you can take a turn to create it, and then you'll have to wait the next turn to use it.
Alright, I'm going to create it. I've had enough of these fish people.
Right, so like he's laying on the ground, like
That's not
face still
racist.
sizzling, and then like out of his chest you just see this big hand, just like
It's
this
a
fiery
size of a man.
hand.
Yeah, it's a man.
It's like
hand.
reaching out of his chest.
Oh, it's on.
It's on like Genghis Khan. All right. You are now being surrounded by 13 of the Bluefin Fae, BFF for short. So that would be your turn now.
We could have been BFF.
Could have been. You were close. And then you heart emoji to him.
The cipher was an attack, right? So that means I'm bloodthirsty and berserk.
You're in fight mode, yeah.
Wait, who's this guy?
That guy's holding a Toto fruit. So that's the sign of being happy that he has the Toto fruit. That's the guy you're trying to get the stuff back to.
So the one that's closest to me, I'm going to take and smash.
Okay, you want to smash? Smash.
Specialized in it.
All right, so while I'm going to put it this way. Nobody's really rolling perception on them, but I'll let you know that their difficulty is still at 15 right now in the group format.
Okay. So I'd bring it down to
Are you specialized? You're specialized in melee or
smashing.
smashing? You specialized in. So from
Yeah.
15, you would go down to 9. 11, sir. You have succeeded. What's your damage?
8. Adamantine.
Adamantine!
What is this you smash with? What is it?
My adamantine claymore.
It's a claymore? Right. So the one that's closest to you, you basically turn around and because it's a large object, but it has an edge to it, I'm assuming. You actually lop right through the natural crustacean type armor plating that this thing has. And it's like cut through to about like here. So it's split this way and like kind of goes like through the shoulder bone. You cut straight through the collarbone, through the heart, through the lungs, and then get stuck on like one of the rib points and you pull back as it's just like slopes in half and hits the ground in a pool. All the rest of them making all sorts of hand gestures and spitting towards you. All right, so that resolves the two of you right now. Casey, you are still in the tree.
I'm
And then there
gonna
were 12.
try and get some more using them.
All right, do me a favor and we'll actually have you roll this. Roll me we'll count this as stealth. Do you have any kind of stealth bonuses? Any kind of like hiding in the shadows or silent stuff? Anything like that? Any training in any kind of ninjutsu or stealth? Good, because there's no ninjas in Avonmore. But, so yeah, give me a roll.
If I die, there will be. Just because he said
Just
that.
because I said that. Yep, I'm going to make one now. Give me a roll. We'll start you off at 15. And this is a stealth, so you can use speed as your asset here. But basically what I'm having you do is making sure you remain unnoticed in this tree.
Okay.
Alright, so you can use speed as your bonus here. If you have any edge in it, you can buy the levels down.
Yeah, I have one edge.
Alright, so your first effort would only cost you 2 speed points. And each one after that would be 2.
So the first one is 2.
Yes, because you have one edge already.
Okay. And the next ones are 2. Then you said it starts off
15. So if you purchase one down, you're already down to 12. If you go for 2 times, then you're down to 9. Ooh! Getting an XP point for me. Yay! Let's see what happens. 14. So you are successful. There's a Toto fruit that you actually notice is becoming dislodged and beginning to drop towards the ground, and you manage to catch it in your hand before it drops to the ground.
Okay.
Nobody needs to know about gravity.
I mean, I have gravity inversion.
Do you really?
I do have gravity inversion.
Well, that could have helped. All right, so nobody notices, and you can now. That's just my turn against you, so you can now roll for your Fingers. You're already controlling them, so at this point, you just give me a d20 roll to see if they can collect any more for you.
Okay.
It's not rolling against the difficulty; it's just rolling to see.
6.
6 more Toto fruit. So you have the one that you caught in your hand, and 6 more. So that's 7 total added to whatever you had already.
Man, you're really going to jumpstart their business, Juice Brothers.
Yeah, the Juice Brothers business. I forgot about that. All right, then we'll go back to Callus. She's collecting fruit far, far away from you, so you don't know this. So, Mr. Callus. Mr. Jin.
Hand of fire.
Yeah, you have your hand of fire. Your fiery hand of doom is now activated, so you're allowed to attack with it now.
I'm gonna smother them with hugs.
All right, so
Go and hug all of the non-monoglin you can. And that are from the sea.
So this is going to run off of your int points, just to let you know that.
I got intelligence out.
If you want to lower the difficulty for yourself, the difficulty starts out at 15 to attack one of these guys. Jeez. And I'm going to take one of these from you and lower down your poison count to 8.
Is that too much?
That is a lot. All right, so look at your sheet real quick and tell me how many effort you have. And then look at your intelligence to see how many edge you have.
I have 18, 2 edge on intelligence, and my effort's 3.
Okay, so starting out, if you want to make this easier, I'm going to take 1 from you.
Okay.
And that would lower them from a 15 to a 12. Now, if you want to make that even easier, I can. By taking 2 more from you, I can take it down to a 9. And then by taking 2 more from you, I can take it down to a 6. What do you want to try to roll against?
Well, let's try 9 first. Well, that's pretty bad. It's 50-50. Let's do 6.
All right, so I'll take 5 chips from you, and now you're rolling against a 6.
5.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And you have no more XP. So that's what you're stuck with. Well, it's all gambling anyway. So these come back to you. Those are the ones
See,
that
I
you
got
didn't have to.
stuff.
Yeah, you didn't have to spend those. So basically, this big hand of it's like a skeletal flaming hand that's an apparition in the sky. Just like shoots at one of them, but they're able to dodge and maneuver out of the way. It only sears against their armor a little bit. So they manage to not be grabbed by their doom just yet. That takes us over to you, Rogoth.
Forgot about my feat of strength asset. That also brings everything down by 1.
That's good to know. So they would automatically be at a 12 for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am going to smash again.
All right. Rogoth smash.
So that'd bring it down to 6.
Correct.
Not with
That
that.
is not a 6.
That is a 2. Or you want to keep
Maybe
that?
you should try a different die. Or cough on it.
Just cough on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Give it the sickness. You don't have to spin it. If you want to spin it, you can. How hurt are you still from the dragon?
I'll take it.
All right. So you hack and slash, and they basically are maneuvering out of the way of you now too. So both you and Jin can now roll defensive.
Roll defense.
Yeah.
Alright, this is going to be speed defense. I'm specialized in it. So
That automatically takes it to a 9. Jin, you're rolling against
Good.
a 15
Got a 17.
in speed defense.
I caught
17.
Good job. So you managed to get out of the way. What did you do?
17.
17. Awesome. So both of you managed to, you've seen them spit. You're learning. You adapted. You overcame. You both tucked and rolled out of the way. and manage to not get hit by any more of this poison. All right, and so we'll go ahead and cut back over to Casey real quick. And give me another stealth roll.
Okay. What was that? Just.
It's speed if you want to use speed, but it's 15 starting out.
That's 2. 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll make it
12.
12!
Wow! And you are just swinging from branch to branch, and you're doing very well, not getting caught or seen or heard.
4.
4 more Toto fruit in your sack. More of your fingers are just like returning from each of the branches, and they're just like holding these fruit for you, and you're just like, yeah, payday.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, top of the turn, it's you, sir.
Let's attack. 20.
Nice. All right. So
It's a major effect.
you said that's a level 3 creature is your hand, and that's a major effect. So you can deal additional 4 additional points of damage.
I will do so. Is that an option? I don't have to.
No, that is an option. It's
Okay.
either that or a major effect, but yeah, that's pretty much the effect that you want to go for is more damage. So, and then it deals an additional 1 point of damage because of fire. So basically, what you would see is this fiery hand of doom just reach out and grab one of them, and as it grabs hold around it, you see it just starts to sizzle, and then you kind of smell
Broiled fish.
Chesapeake Bay crab. And then you just see it blaze of fire, and this thing just dies screaming inside the hand of doom. And you cackle a little on
I
the
didn't want
inside.
it to come to this.
I didn't want to, but now I'm happy it did.
I draw a frowny face with a little tear.
And
And
where once there were 12, there are now only 11. Rogoth, sir. Oh, I'm going to take 4 of these from you and drop your poison timer down to 7.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, he just died. I hope that they run away.
Alright.
Where's Noel Jolstein? If he was here, he would have been able to talk to them.
Found it. Sorry, I was trying to find something appropriate for this. What? Didn't download? How dare
Oh,
you?
no. How dare you? Work with me, gift structure. Work with me.
Oh, it's... Okay, now it downloaded. Alright. Now that the internet has worked for me again. That's what it reminded me of. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna come in for another smash attack. So I have to roll a 6 or higher.
No, with that.
I ain't taking that. No, sir.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Alright, so, and with your smashers, you automatically start
That's-
at
That's
a difficulty of 12. So you've already beaten it without
That's at
having
a
to do
6, yeah.
Alright.
That's 8 plus 2 additional points of damage because I'm bloodthirsty. So that's 10 altogether.
Yeah, so there's another fish heads. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. You just lopped it off, and its head is just rolling across the dirt. And now they are 10.
Oh no.
And they are aggressive to say the least. So both of you can roll your speed defense now.
I shall roll it.
Keep rolling.
If you remember this console
89.
show.
I'm specialized in speed defense. I barely made it.
Oh yeah, you did barely make it.
19.
Dang.
19?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just like basically have the fiery hand pick you up over their attacks and then set you down gently on the other side like a chess piece. They missed you again and barely missed Rogoth. Like he's like running through and some of the spit and venomous spines that they're shooting out of their body are now being deflected by his sword. So, Casey.
Yep.
You're in a tree.
Yep.
Swinging from branch to branch in this tree.
Yep.
You notice that you have a lot of fruit.
Yep.
Almost a bag full.
Yep.
Like you're getting to the point of like full carrying load here.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you like to do in the tree?
You said it's not dark out?
No, it is about noonish. So high
So-
sun.
Do I see, like, how far up am I in this tree? Like, midway?
It's a large tree. So about a 50-foot tall tree.
That's
And you're about 20 feet from the ground.
Okay. So do I see any of the fish fae, blue fae?
Sure, you can roll for perception. You do notice that there is movement down towards the ground.
I have trained in perception. So,
If you're trained in it, so that would take it. Give me a 12.
how about 18?
Ben, you are doing spectacular. You actually see a grouping of the bluefin fae, probably about 6 of them. They're around the base of the tree picking up the toto fruit from this tree and putting it into baskets. They've got like seaweed woven baskets that they're using to carry this stuff. And then you see them carrying that fruit over to this large creature that's actually sitting on a rock type structure towards the base of the tree about 20 feet away. But the rock type structure looks to be made to look like a chair of sorts or a
A
throne.
throne? Okay.
And this is what you see is this gargantuan creature. Looks like amphibious in nature almost, with a bluish hue to its skin and spots, and it's wearing like this large golden crown upon its head. And each one of the bluefin fae, like as they come over and like offer some of this fruit to him, he just and then like eats some of the fruit.
Oh, you ate it?
Fruit.
So I see this. I am gonna try and
Give them fruit.
get away. Like, I'm gonna sprout my wings again and fly to
Fly back to them or to another place.
another place.
To another place. Now you would know, I will tell you this because they told you about the region as you came in and gave you the map. You would actually know your closest area of safety is Finley Bay. So just north of you at Finley Bay is where Clan Sky calls home. So that's where you would be trying to head to if you were trying to head somewhere.
Okay, so where am I?
So you're about here, just south of these 2 watchtowers.
Uh-huh.
You're just south of those.
Okay.
And you want to get up to Finley Bay, or at least to those watchtowers, so you can be defended by other human-type creatures, or Clan Sky. That would be where you would be trying to go to. So same type of distance that you from the lake to the tree.
Yeah.
From the tree to safety would be about the same.
Okay, well, I'm keeping that wings
Keeping the wings.
because they've done good for
Keeping the wings is sprouting the wings. So at this point, I had you roll against an 18, and it was using your might pool for you to get from the lake to the tree. So to get from the tree to safety would be the same thing. 18 if you want to roll against that.
And you said 3 would bring it down to...
3 would bring it down to a 15.
Okay.
She spends heavily to make sure that she's not attacked. I just want to bring that to forefront.
How do you spin to make sure you're not?
So that would make it 15?
She's basically making rolls to make sure she can get places, and she's spending out of her health pool basically to ensure that she can get success,
Well, I
or to
could've
try
just
and get a better
flown away
success.
and abandoned
15 is
my-
what you're going against right
Just
now.
like
yeah.
Casey. But I chose to stay. Because the is just sitting over there. you know.
10. All right, so you sprout the wings, launching out of the tree. You do not manage to go unnoticed.
Okay.
And
I saw you.
because you're basically still in flight, so you didn't make it all the way where you were going, and you did not make it unnoticed. So several of the bluefin fae and this large creature, you hear him shout out, "That, go hunt it down!" And then you see them
Wait a
kind of like
second, he
move.
speaks English?
Oh, and you see several of them move in their animalistic format, running after you, but they're on the ground like shooting these. They have these spines that come out of their arms, and they can like take time to like throw it up, and it shoots out like a porcupine quill, just like.
Okay.
All right, so they're shooting at you in the sky right now. We will hold you there and start with Callus, and I'll drop you down to 6 and take another health from you. So you only have 6 turns left on your poison. You've managed to not get poisoned again, so that's awesome. What do you do, sir? Attack with the hand again?
Attack with the hand.
That's gotta suck having your bone marrow poisoned.
Right?
Wait.
He's got bone marrow poison
I
at this
do?
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's not like your organs are poisoned.
okay. Let's... Oh, no, that's DoorDash. Hold on a second. This is dice. Okay. 19.
Wow. All right.
Die, fish people!
Yeah, another one just gets held down, and you are dropped down to 9 in number. So you see one of them just held down against the ground as it's just like, and like, again, I smell Chesapeake Bay crab. If you're hungry, that is.
I'm gonna attack again.
Aye. And so you're automatically, at this point, because you're eased by 1 difficulty, correct? So you're actually starting out rolling against a 9. Their difficulties seem to drop as their numbers have dwindled from 10 down to 9.
Okay, so in the beginning, so they drop from 15 to 12.
And your
But for
difficulty
me,
is a 9.
okay, 9, and I'm specialized, so I have to roll 3.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 9, so.
It is.
Aye, so another one bites the dust, I'd assume.
Be 10 damage.
Alright, down to 8. Alright, so both of you are going to roll speed defense. The speed defense itself is now at a starting point of 12.
You're trained or specialized in.
So I have to roll 6 or more.
17, excellent. You just jumped over them.
12.
Nice! Just barely. Skinning by on the skin of your teeth. Awesome. Alright, so you can go ahead. How would y'all like to do this? Would you like to resolve yourselves, and then we can go back to Casey and see how she's doing, or we can continue to go in the roundabout? Discuss amongst your team.
How would you like to do this? I think the roundabout is fine
That's
because
fine.
Okay.
it's
All
all
right,
happening at
so
the same time anyway.
Yeah, it is. It's true. So you've got these amphibious type creatures that are on your heels now. You're going to start off. Let me go ahead and get you to do a speed defense roll for me. Their difficulty rating, there's 5 of them on the ground chasing after you. You're just starting off with a 12. That's what your speed defense, like you're defending against a 12 difficulty.
And I have 1 in edge, so
You have 1 in edge on your speed, so
yeah.
you can spend to lower it down if you want to. If you already have 1 in edge, you only have to spend 2 points to lower it down 1 time. You can spend more than that if you want to, but that'll lower it down from a 12 to a 9. Whoa! Like this poison darts are like flying all around you, and like you're doing really good at evading that. So the difficulty increase just by having them chasing after you while you're flying to the guard towers, because you can see the guard towers in the distance at this point.
yeah.
But the difficulty with them on your tail too. You already got halfway there, but they're on your tail, so we'll start you off at 15 difficulty to do if you want to continue doing the maneuver without addressing them.
Okay. So, what would that be on?
That's on might. So you're using might to try and do endurance, basically, to get that far on your wings.
I only have 4 left.
This is where the true intelligence of this game comes in play. How much can you lose?
15. Try. Well, hold on. I have 2 blessings of Aiden left. Can I use one of those to ensure that I get to the guard tower?
You can use a blessing of Aiden as an asset and basically drop this down from a 15 to a 12.
Okay.
1 blessing per turn. So it's basically you're using it as an asset. So at this point you're just rolling against a 12 to try and get there with the blessing of Aiden.
13!
Whoa!
Yes!
So your wings actually are ablaze at this point. They actually light up with fire of Aiden, and you are now flaming forward towards the guard shacks for their assistance. All right, Jin Callus, back at the top of the turn with you, sir. I'm going to go ahead and remove 1 more point of health from you and drop you down to a 5 on turns left with poison. Bone marrow poison sucks, man.
I'm dying.
All right, but the difficulty at attacking these guys is down to a 12. What'd you get there, bub?
I got a 3.
Oh no. Flaming fist just pounding into the sand, turning it into glass. But these things are cartwheeling out of the way, tucking and rolling, shooting their poison darts. All right, Rogoth.
Alright, so... Okay. I'm going to try and attack another one again.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to add the points of damage or minor effect?
Damage.
Minor effect.
Because you're already killing them with 1 hit each
Yeah.
time. So basically, let's put it this way. I can either make it easier to attack them moving forward because they're afraid and losing numbers. They've seen a lot of their friends cooked. Or I can let you kill 3 at a time in this turn.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Now, if you attack 3 at a time, you're going to split the damage amongst them.
Ah, okay.
But you will attack more than 1.
Well... Let's make them afraid.
Alright, so that'll ease the task, taking them from a natural 12 down to a 9. Difficulty to roll against.
I get free attacks.
Which means that you would actually be rolling against a 6, and you would just be having free attacks at this point. Yeah. Good choice. All right, so once there were 8, now there are 7, but you need to roll speed defense. Their difficulty that you're rolling against is a 9. Jin,
9.
all you have to do is roll a 9.
4.
I got it. I'm specialized.
Oh wait, I got speed defense.
This was your speed defense.
Don't I add speed defense?
It reduces it.
How are you trained or specialized?
I am trained.
So it would drop it down to a 6
I have a
difficulty.
speed assist in equipment. Or speed
A speed asset. You can erase that and use it this time to make it through.
Yes.
All right. So you eat your cookie of speed defense asset. It was actually a blessing of Aiden, but
Aiden!
Fire of Aiden blesses you, and you're managing to
Protect
escape this
me.
damage again. Casey,
Yes.
you arrive towards the guard towers. At this point, I need you to make one more speed defense roll so that you don't get hit by poison darts.
Don't get hit, Casey.
Okay, and I can lower it by
I
from
command
15,
you.
12.
That's true.
13!
Whoa! So more of these darts actually like sailed right past you, hitting into the stone of this watchtower that you've made it to, and you managed to, as your wings are molting away again, like the fire is just consumed in the fire of Aiden that you used to get here, is burning them away, and you land directly on top of the guard tower and tuck and roll into a safety, basically hiding behind the stone pillars that come up around it, and you see this guy is just like, "Aye. Lassie, you alright there?
Those things are chasing me.
Those things are bad, but they won't cross this skirmish line here. We have what you might call a deal with the devil between us and the Bluefin.
The big fat thing?
Hakarl. You saw Hakarl Faye, did you? We basically told him, look, we won't kill you none if you stay over here. And he said, we won't kill you none if you stay over there. So we don't go in their territory and they don't come in our territory. So here, you can at least be safe. As long as you haven't taken anything of like religious possession of theirs.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. All right, so you're in a safe spot for now. All right, so we'll go ahead and cut back over to the top of the roll. Jen taking you down to 4 turns left of poison. 1 more health from you. All right, so they are at a difficulty of 9 to attack. And there are 7 left of them.
Kill all of them. 7. All 7. That's what that means.
Just that fist, that fiery fist is just pounding in the ground. Like the more that he's getting angry and cantankerous over here. His flaming fist is just pounding in the ground. You have tons of intellect left, though, so if you want to use that to lower the difficulty in the future, you can.
Too late now.
Rogoth, you have 3 attacks at this point. But if you want to roll to see if you get like a bonus, like maybe you'll whop them all up at this point.
I might run to see that.
No. But you get to kill
I
one.
need a 0 with that.
So they are down to 6, and another one bites the dust. Now both of you roll speed defense. You have an asset, or you have an automatic train in that,
18.
and he does as well. 18? So yeah, you do great.
Is that,
That actually would give you the time to
What is
turn
it?
around and whack another
is
one
that
down.
19?
Okay.
23.
It looks like a 19 to me, so you as well get to turn around and make an immediate turn against one. So
turn it.
his turns are free to attack, but you did that, so yeah, we'll just count that as they are now down to thrice. There are thrice left of these things, and they're looking at all of their dead brethren laying on this beach, cooked into the beach, and they look at the two of you, and they're just like, and just turn around and start running away.
Tail run.
Yeah. So they are running from you at this point.
I chase.
You chase? You
I'm
give chase?
bloodthirsty.
Yeah. So he's chasing after him. What about you, Jen?
Let's sit down.
You sit down and draw figures in their sand like I'm crying.
Yeah.
You sit down amongst the dead bodies of the beach.
Yeah, and I draw a heart around all of them.
It's messed up. Yes. All right. Oh. So you continue to chase them, though.
Yes.
All right. So we'll put it this way: it takes a bit of time, and you're starting to get tired. But you notice that there is a large tree just over the hill. Like you're running across this sand dune, and you see this large tree. I mean, you've seen it in the distance, but it's become to where you're almost to the tree, and you see these things get over the hill, and you hear more clicking and chattering, and a silence.
They speak English.
Do you continue to run in brazenly because you are bloodthirsty, sir?
I think that would snap me out of it. That's a 2 intellect task.
That is a 2 intellect task. So that would be you're rolling against a 6.
Nope, I'm running. Into the fray.
Right into the fray. So you come right over the hill, sword swinging. You see that these 3 have met up with the 5 that were hunting her, so that puts them at 8 total, plus Carl Fay, who's sitting on this big rock, and he just looks at you and he says, "What foolish mortal would come to the land of the Bluefin Fae? Was it not enough for you to kill our kind during the Fae War? To cast us out to where we had to adapt to become this which sits before you? But you come here, you break treaty, you come to find out if Hakar will break you and suck the meat from your bones?" He just goes in swinging. Alright, hang on, let me pull up.
Be like, I don't know about no treaty.
I don't know no treaty. Who?
And we just left poor Yip Yip in the water.
Yeah, he's swimming
He's
around.
back with you. He's swimming to try and get the spear.
Lord. Man, the dice didn't... I wanted to leave, but the dice said no. You go.
Why don't you
Alright, so again, just another descriptor for you.
Growing good too.
Basically, as you leap into the air with your large sword hanging overhead, your great sword, I freeze time as the watcher to narrate for something for you. The Hakar Fay, again, going over this and alongside with the image that I sent to you, he is a large, blubber-filled bluefin Fay. He is much less mobile due to his size, but that makes him no less lethal, actually more lethal with his biotoxin, spit, and spines. He sits upon a rock and coral throne near the waterfront and renders judgment against all who trespass upon his land.
That's you.
Anything else that you would need to know about him, you would need to be able to speak to him.
He speaks English.
All right, sir. You're attacking first at this point. They have both reached a point of egress for themselves. So it's on you how this goes.
Oh boy.
You're rolling against a 25 starting out. The other bluefin Fae, the 8 that were sitting there as they're like surrounding him, seem to be very afraid of him and are like backing away from him as you're running in, sword swinging. And time is back in effect.
Okay.
And if you want to find out what happens to Rogoth, make sure to tune in next time at the same Saturday Night Gaming channel, same Saturday Night Gaming time. This has been Tony Stevens bringing you Season 3 of Starfall, Dúnáeð, The Quest for Fire. We have enjoyed every single bit of this with you guys. Just remember, click like, share, and subscribe, and tune in next time to find out the fate of Rogoth.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Starfall. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.